So football hasn't been around that long when you compare it to other sports like soccer, for example. Football's been around for about 140 years. It evolved over time, and it wasn't until the early 1900s, or around the 1920s, I think, where the passing game really started to take off and teams started to use it and see how valuable having a good passing game was. It wasn't until Benny Friedman revolutionized the game in the 1920s. He was a quarterback. He brought some technique to the game. He brought a lot more recognition to the passing game. Benny Friedman really was kind of the first quarterback, if you will. One coach told me, quarterback is a lifestyle. And I think what he meant by that is you're always thinking about football. You're always in some way trying to get better. Whether it's little things like cutting things out of your diet that aren't going to help you play better, to constantly training and watching film, working out and throwing. And I think that's what it means. So I try and live by that. The quarterback is a lifestyle. I think one of the cool things about the ELF is that it recognizes the history, especially the international history of American football. I know these leagues started popping up over Europe, right? The World League of American Football. There were actually some American teams in it. One of them was the Sacramento Surge, and that's where kind of the history of the Stuttgart Surge comes from. And then NFL Europe popped up after that. To see these teams in the ELF with names like the Frankfurt Galaxy, the Rhine Fire, the Stuttgart Surge, it's just cool to know that you're almost a part of history. I graduated high school here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I went to go play JUCO because I had no offers coming out of high school. And went to JUCO, and then the offers started rolling in. I had some Division II, some Division I AA schools offer me. I ended up going to a D2 school out in Missouri called Truman State University. I played my first games there as a redshirt freshman. We were not having a good year. They benched the starter and put me in. I played pretty decent for my redshirt freshman year. And the next year, I transferred to a school in South Florida called Ave Maria University. It's an NAIA school. One of the coaches there had coached in Europe and told me about American football in Europe, Jarvis Magera. I started putting some film out, and coaches started reaching out, and I started getting some offers, and that's how I went over to the Copenhagen Towers. We won Danish championships. We had a very good team. In 2018, we won the Northern European Championship in the CEFL, and that all led me to the Surge. What I love about American football is the team aspect of the sport. It takes all 11. So the quarterback position is obviously important because we touch the ball every play, but I can't do anything without those 5 guys up front. I can't do anything if I don't have anybody to throw the ball to or hand the ball off to. So it takes all 11, and beyond that, it takes the 11 on defense as well, and it takes the coaching staff and in part the fans. Everybody who has a piece of the team. I mean, that's what makes American football so great in my mind. Is oftentimes it's not a star that makes the difference. It's all 11. It's the middle of the summer. It's my first year here, so I was trying to get all the receivers to come out and throw, and they texted me right before I was about to get here saying, hey, we're about to go to this party tonight. Instead of throw, you want to come with us? I was like, no, I'm here to throw. We're going to get a workout and you guys have fun. So there's trash cans all around the field. I took them all out to the field and set them up where different routes were. I was out here for hours just throwing footballs at trash cans trying to simulate different route concepts and stuff. I think that so much of football has to do with your preparation, has to do with your mindset, and I think if you can set a good example and do those things yourself, then your team will follow. And so that's my goal, is just to work as hard as I can and get as many people to follow as possible. But I also think it starts from up top, and from what I've seen and heard from talking with the coaches, I mean, everybody's bought in. I mean, football for me is life. Everything we do revolves around football. Football has given me so much. It's given me a different perspective on the world. I've got to travel the world through football. I've got to meet some great people through football. I've learned a lot of life lessons as well through football. How to persevere, how to get back up, how to trust in people like your teammates. I'm really just excited for the opportunity at the Surge, and I'm really grateful for Martin for taking a chance on me, and I'm excited to just get out there and get to Stuttgart and go to work. And that's really, at the end of the day, I'm ready to start beating the team, practicing, training, watching film with those guys, and getting ready for a great season.